How do I maximize the home office deduction?
Okay, Tanya in Illinois, maximizing home office deduction. First, people, do not listen to your accountant. If they say this is a high risk item, don't try to write off home office, you'll get audited. Bullcrap. I cannot say that enough. You're entitled to the write-off. You should take it. There's been new legislation on this in the last 5 years that makes it even easier and ethically and validly available for you as a small business owner. I'm going to break it down right here on the whiteboard. So home office deduction. I'm going to tell you this. I look for this on every client's tax return. My team is trained to do that. I don't care if you have a rental property, an online business, consulting business, you're a doctor at an office during the day, you are entitled to the home office, and I'll explain why. Now, the first thing you need to know is there's two ways to go after the deduction. The simplified, and then what has been generally known amongst us professionals is the standard. Now, the simplified is just that. It's $5 per square foot, up to 300 square feet, $1,500, done. That's per year. Now, some of you are like, $1,500? I can write off more per month, can I? Yeah, sure. We'll go over the standard method in a minute. But the simplified method, easy schmeezy, no audit risk, keep it simple, $1,500. Just be done with it. And the IRS is not going to chase you down for $1,500 write-off unless you've got a bunch of other garbage on your tax return they're coming after you for. And I want you to do it honestly. You got to have that home-based business with income, yada, yada. But this is $5 times 300 and square feet. Okay. Now what's fun here, and I wish we could show the clip without getting into copyright problems, but in the movie The Accountant, Ben Affleck's at the table. This is in the first 15 minutes of the show. And the little farmer couple was there, and they're paying too much in tax. And he asked the wife, where'd you buy that necklace? Don't you like it? And he's like, no. And he goes, do you sell it? She goes, yeah, at the bazaars in the church and da-da-da. And he walks them through it. And the first question he says, where do you make your little necklaces? She sat at the kitchen table, and he explains and takes the simplified write-off right there. He explained the 300 square feet, $5 right there in the movie The Accountant. Kick A movie, by the way. Okay, now that's the simplified method. And you can only take one home office deduction. So if you have a rental property business and then an online business, if you take the $1,500 over here, you can't take it twice. The IRS is like, you only have one home office, $750 here, $750 there. That's cool, but that's it. Okay, now standard, you're going to take the square footage of your whole house. So there's your total square footage, and then you're going to divide out how much square footage is for my home office. So if this is your home office, you do the math and you divide it out, and you'd say, okay, 100 square feet, or let's say 200 square feet divided by 2,000 total square feet. And this could be your apartment. It could be a rental. You could own the house, do not care, but you got to find the home office percentage. 200 divided by 2,000, we're going to have a 10% home office percentage. Then you're going to take 10% times your rent, or 10% times your mortgage interest, and 10% times your utilities, HOAs, blah, 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 anything related to your house. Now, you can have, and you're going to get depreciation as well on a per portion of the home. Now, there is what's called recaptures. When you go to sell your house someday, you'd have to recapture this amount of depreciation. But it's an interest-free loan from the IRS. Save taxes now. All right, I'll give the tax back later. I'll use the money, interest-free loan. But that's only on this portion. So don't stress. This is about that. This is a wonderful write-off. So you're going to choose simplified or standard. I'd say about now, 80% of our clients are going simplified because it's easier. There's no depreciation recapture either. Now, here in my book, the Tax and Legal Playbook, Chapter 9 is where I talk about the home office deduction. You can get it on Kindle, pick it up on Amazon Prime, easy schmeezy. I go through 2.5 pages of this. And here's the other quandary. And you tax professionals out there go, Mark, you're oversimplifying. You got to meet 2 tests. It's got to be your regular, and this is right out of the code, regular and exclusive use. If you're going to go in there and return emails in your underwear on Facebook or whatever, that's personal use. So it's not exclusive. You don't get to do it. Hold on. And then the second rule, it has to be your principal place of business. Now, this is why accountants say this is high risk because you'll never qualify. Don't take this. Not Ben Affleck and the accountant. He knows what's going on. You have to meet both of these to get it. Well, a doctor that has an office in town says, well, this isn't my principal place of business, but I come home at night and do work. What the heck? So about 6 years ago, a doctor up in the Northeast took the IRS to court. So this is bullcrap. And he goes, I have a doctor's office, so it's not my principal place of business, and I'll return emails or go in and do Facebook late at night or whatever and talk to my kids. But I deserve this write-off. And he went to court, and the judge said, you're right, you do. And if you go home to do office duties in a home office, it's called now the administrative office exception. Now, every one of my clients is doing admin at home for their business. I am, and it's legit. It's honest. You deserve this. Administrative use exception. All right. So don't stress about these two things. If your accountant freaks out, send him this YouTube video of mine. Send him a copy of my book for Christmas, Tax and Legal Playbook. I give classes to other accountants on this. I love it. It's a great write-off. Choose the simplified or the standard. Go Ben Affleck. All right. There you go. That's it.